Guess who's back? Happy spooky season! Sorry, also I thought I looked cute today, but I feel like I look like someone's mom. Anyway, it's been a minute. I don't know. Like, I think I warned you guys in the last video. I'm like, I make one video and then I disappear because life happens, stuff happens. I don't know, a lot of stuff has happened in the past year. Time just flies when things happen.
Go on, bend your back, go on, bend your knees, baby, shake it to the max. Will the DJ please turn up the bass to the max? Please just rewind, let me shake it to the max.
Yeah, I'm probably not gonna title it. The Wuthering Heights trailer was so bad that it made me return to YouTube, but you can view it as that. I don't know. Should we talk about it? Oh god, where to begin? Where to begin? But also, like, I'm so exhausted because at this point I'm not surprised anymore. Like, you know, Hollywood is just gonna keep doing this. They don't care anymore. They just want the money, money, money. Yeah, they don't care. And also, it's just so tiring to keep bringing up the same points over and over again. The funny thing is, we actually talked about this in one of my classes at uni, and we were talking about adaptations, and obviously the whole Wuthering Heights adaptation, whatever it is, came up, and they were asking for our opinions, and I just raised my hand and I was like, you know what, I'm gonna keep it short and brief. She's too old, he's too white. And everyone was like, and then I remembered, oh yeah, right, this is like not the internet, so people have these weird reactions when I say stuff, and they don't know that I'm like exaggerating and trying to be funny. The short version of what everyone has been saying, you know, she's too old to be playing Catherine, he's too white to be playing Heathcliff, but also like, but it's all on purpose, you know, it's all on purpose these days. Like, they're making this to piss us off, they're making this to be controversial, so people will talk about it, so it will gain views, so people will go and see it and hate watch and or like whatever. Or some people just don't care and they're like, oh, you know, hey, it's like smutty or whatever, which valid, listen, valid if that's your opinion, but what a start to the video, you know. You know, it's just, I'm trying to figure out what I'm gonna be doing with this channel and like my entire life, honestly. Like, there's a possibility I will disappear again after I post this video, if I even post this, but like, I don't want to disappear anymore, you know. Like, this is kind of like, at this point in my life I don't have a lot of stuff going on that I'm not actively pursuing myself, if you know what I mean. And I kind of think I want to share that with you guys, maybe. Like, this is the reason that I have been on the internet for so long, and like so many like fandoms, this and that. It was because of the connection. Like, me as a sad little teenager in my small little town, just being sad and having no friends, and I was, well, this is turning out to be a therapy session. I was on the internet a lot, and I connected on there with people. I actually, then later I got into some fandoms, went to some cons, got made a lot of friends out of it, and it's just, that's the reason that I've always loved the internet. Like, the connecting with people all over the world over the same thing, that's the same love for something, or hatred, which is also something that really connects people. I feel like hatred is kind of the thing that connects us most, you know what I mean? Anyway, jumping from one point to the next, this video is gonna be all over the place, guys, but yeah, I don't know what I'm doing basically at this point. Let's talk books really quickly, because that's kind of how my channel started out. I was doing book reviews, remember that? Anyone remember that? what I have decided to do this time around, I have a bunch of books that I bought like ages ago and I never came around to reading them. And also, you know, I've decided I'm probably not gonna buy books anymore, or at least, no, hear me out, this is what I'm gonna be doing. I can't justify spending money on books because library, you know, like the library is full of books, more books than I can read in a lifetime, so why would I buy books? The only exceptions that I'm making is if I really love a book or an author and I'm like trying to collect some books, or if it's about books that you can't really find in a library, which is a possibility. For example, I really love Daphne du Maurier, and she has written so many books, like she has like quite a large oeuvre, and not a lot of her books are in the library. Like I think maybe only Rebecca or My Cousin Rachel, but she has a lot of books, so I do kind of want to read more of those, so I kind of have to buy them. Normally I'm gonna have more time to invest into things that I really want to pursue on my own, kind of maybe this channel and also some other things that I'm thinking about. I'll talk about in a second, but I thought it would be fun to look at some books that I have collected over the years that I haven't gotten around to reading them, and I kind of want to prioritize those before I go and get any more, you know what I mean? So just for funsies, what do I have? I think I have more, but these are the ones that I do want to get to in the next couple of months. I have A Room with a View by E.M. Forster. Yeah, just a classic. Heard good things about it, so I think I read one chapter, so I have to continue that. Another E.M. Forster is Maurice. Yes, also because I really want to watch the movie, but I want to read the book before I watch the movie, so that's also one on my list. Then I have this one, and I've had this for like 4 years, and it's Wolf Hall by Hilary Mantel. I have the entire trilogy, by the way. I have all the 3 books because they were like on sale like 4 years ago, and I bought them because I've heard a lot of good things about it, and I'm really into like historic fiction and the Tudor era and all that good stuff. But yeah, it's a big boy, so I haven't gotten around to it, and also the other 2 books obviously, but I really wanted, I feel like I'm gonna love it, so I have to. Big books scare me, I'm not gonna lie. Like sometimes, the funny thing is sometimes I can get through them really quickly, but it depends on the time I have. And like, I don't know about you guys, but when I read a short book, it's kind of more motivating. I'm like, yes, I got through this, on to the next, you know, and it's kind of, but yeah, big books just take a long time, so I don't always prioritize those. The next one is Pale Fire by good old Vladimir. I don't know why I said it like in a weird, almost French accent. Vladimir Nabokov. Yeah, Pale Fire. I think I started reading this one at some point, but it was like, I was immediately confused because sometimes I'm really stupid. And but after reading Joyce last year, I took a course in uni and we had to read Ulysses. So after that, I feel like I'm up for anything. This shouldn't be that hard, you know, because that was cuckoo crazy bananas. Yeah, I don't know. I'm really rushing through this. I'm sorry. I feel I had like 3 cups of coffee. The next one I have is Dark Avenues by Ivan Bunin, and yeah, this is a good example of books that you can't just find in the library, because it's like, yeah, it's just not that popular, I guess. It's not like that well known, kind of a niche. Although he was the first Russian writer to win the Nobel Prize for Literature. You go, Bunin. Yeah, I did read. It's like a collection of short stories. I have read some of them, but I have to continue. But the thing is, with short stories, with collections of short stories, it's so weird because it's like, it's not, I don't know how. Actually, let me know if you read like collections of short stories. Like, do you just read one story and then put it aside? It's kind of like when you have a poetry book. I feel like you can't just like rush through it, you know? You have to let it sink in. And then I just have the worst memory, so I will read a story and then I forget me. One time there was this book that everyone was hyping up on Bookstagram. That was even before Booktube. On Bookstagram, that everyone was hyping up, and then I started reading it and I got so incredibly confused. I was like, what is happening? And it's because I didn't realize it was like a collection of short stories. It was in case you didn't understand it, because I'm laughing like an idiot. It was a collection of short stories, and for some reason that didn't register in my brain. Like, I just started reading it without knowing what it was. So I just kept reading these short stories like they're like chapters. Yeah, one of my finer moments. Then I have this big bitch right here. This is War on Peace, The End of Diplomacy and the Decline of American Influence by Ronan Farrow. Lovely little read. I know, this was like, at some point I was like really into, I don't know, journalism. Ronan Farrow, for some reason. I mean, not for some reason, he's an icon. He's an icon and a legend. And he was the moment, he's still the moment. And I don't know, I wanted to be smart, you know. I was like, you know, what's going on over there in America? Maybe I'll understand it better if I read this book. And then I also found this on sale somewhere, so it's like, perfect. Also read his other book, which was really good, about the whole, yeah, you know what. Just go read it. And then, you know, I had this whole plan, and then I bought another book. But in my defense, it was one of those books that you can't get in a library, so that's actually, and I was really excited for it. I have been excited for it for the longest time now. It's this one. Monday Starts on Saturday by Arkady and Boris Strugatsky. And funny, they wrote this together, which I kind of wonder, how does that work? How do people write books together? It's a Soviet. It's a Russian science fiction novel. Which honestly, I always thought of myself as not a big lover of science fiction for some reason. I don't know why, just never really clicked. And then when I read Dune, I've also read Dune Messiah now, kind of trying to get through all of them. I was like, well, it's kind of like fantasy, but in space most of the time. Or like, I mean, this is like a mixture of fantasy and sci-fi. So it's really interesting so far. It also has a lot of it also takes a lot of inspiration from Russian folklore. Yeah, just really cool. Kind of postmodern take on fairy tales. Really cool. Yeah, so that's what I'm reading right now. And then, yeah, guys, it's just, you know, I was kind of wondering if you all have kind of suggestions for me, because I don't really know what to do with, I don't know, I really want to return to YouTube. Why am I saying things double? I really want to return to the internet. I really want to do a lot more. What am I doing with my life right now? Well, funny you should ask. I'm going to, because it's so easy, and I love making my life easy. I love not doing things that stress me out and like are impossible to achieve. Yeah, so I want to be a writer and a director. I want to write and direct plays mostly, maybe venture into some movie, television work in the future. Also have a novel in the works. Yeah, all very easy stuff. I'm sure I can manage that. But anyway, I mean, what's the point otherwise? Like, that's what I love to do. That's my passion. So anyway, but like I said, I want to be involved more on the internet. So if any of you have suggestions of what I should do, I was also thinking of maybe talk about that more, like talk about my journey, how I'm trying to do these things online on this YouTube channel and also on TikTok maybe. Shorter form content, but I also love long form content, so if anyone loves to hear me ramble on, that's great for you, I guess. Yeah, maybe do some reviews again. I don't know, honestly, I just know. I want to ask you, what are you interested in? Do you have any suggestions? Do you just love hearing me talk shit? Because I can do that. I do that all day long, usually to myself, so it would be great to share that. I was also thinking maybe like a podcast of some kind. Yeah, it's all out in the open, but I do know that I really want to try and put more effort and work into this, because I don't know, this has been fun so far. I haven't really been consistent, sadly, but now I do have the time to do it. So I want to make the commitment. I want to, I don't know, talk to you, just connect, have some fun. Why does this sound like I'm like making a dating video? Now it's up to you guys. Let me know.
Just yell them out at me. Ready? 3, 2, 1, go!
What are you reading? What do you want to see me do on this channel? No weird stuff, please. No weirdos, please.
Shake it to the max with the DJ, please turn.
Are you interested in maybe following along more my journey? Maybe do some more personal stuff. Maybe share some personal stories, things I'm doing. Boom. Have a nice spoopy season. Hopefully I'll see you sooner than later. No guarantees, but I'm gonna try. I'm gonna try. Yeah, okay, anyway, bye.
Cue the music and that star thing.